I did what I think any patriotic American would do who's concerned about the future of our democracy. I put together a comedy show. When we first got together, we thought, what should we call it? Because, there's, so we said, well, let's break it down. We've got 2.5 Jews and an ex-Catholic from New York City and San Francisco going into the South to make fun of Bush. Let's call it the Tempting the Klan Tour. But then we thought, no, they might actually be tempting the Klan. Hello everybody and welcome to my show. Ding ding ding, I'm really glad to see you here at the PolitiComedy. Go. Ding ding ding, that's right. With all the millions of jobs we've lost and unemployment so high, ding ding, we'd like to thank you for coming and spending what might be your last dime.
Like the economy. You guys know that recent study said that deep poverty is on the rise? Now, by the way, deep poverty is not like profound poverty. Oh, mother, these hunger pains remind me that existence is ephemeral. More galoshes? Deep poverty is when a family of 4 makes less than $7,000 a year. That's broke. You know, how are we going to fix this? Tax cuts, right? Trickle-down economics, which, as you know, is when the rich urinate on the poor. And a classic example of how this administration pushes off responsibility for everything. Bush actually said recently that our economy's been suffering through a hangover after the economic binge of the last decade. Hey, at least he's writing his own speeches.
On behalf of everyone at the Go-Go Show, we ask you to be discreet. Ding, ding, ding. If Ashcroft finds out we're meeting like this, we might all of us be dead meat.
In the wake of 9/11, CNN just became the all-fear network. It was relentless, 24 hours a day of anxiety-inducing programming, and then half the commercials were for antidepressants. Pretty good system, I bet they're selling a lot, right? Dan mentioned the shoe bomber. That guy, what an idiot. I mean, if you're on an airplane and you're gonna light your shoe, go to the bathroom and do it, right? Get a little privacy. Did he really think he was gonna get away with that? Sitting in first class, people 3 inches on either side, nobody's gonna notice this. Go to the bathroom. And I shouldn't even bring that up. I don't even think I should say that on stage, because that's the thing I really hate about CNN. Half the time you would watch those stories, and why don't they just rename the segment Ideas for Terrorists? Right? Because first you're scared, and then you're like, shit, I don't want to know they're only screening 3% of checked bags. I don't want them to know. Loose lips, buddy. Shh. The terrorist training camp of tomorrow is just a room with basic cable.
Of course, you know, our freedom of assembly and right to speech and free speech and all that crap I'm trying to say right now but can't remember the words for is well protected under the United States Constitution, so I reckon we're mighty safe here in this little old comedy club, even if we do happen to disagree with some of the present administration's policies. I'll send you a postcard from Guantanamo Bay.
One thing we've seen, you know, while Bush has simultaneously united the free world against us and then divided the U.S. down the middle, there's one segment of the U.S. population he's brought together, and that is the graffiti artists. I love that. I'm so proud of them. The inarticulate and the eloquent who've seen the writing on the wall, and they've come together, and I'll give you an example. I saw in a men's room, it said, the guy had meant to write, Bush is a liar. Instead he wrote, Bush is a lair. And then somebody else came along and picked up the slack, and the sentence became, Bush is a lair of evil unto himself. Yeah!
Say goodbye to your rights and goodbye to your job, and pardon us if we get loose. Cause when you combine a Bush and a Dick Cheney, that is, we